Hey guys, so in this video, I thought that I would kind of talk about this post that I saw. It was actually in a CNA group that I am a member of on Facebook. Um, Sorry, my jaw was hurting. That was the click you just heard. But I wanted to address this from the standpoint of working as a medical assistant in urgent care. And the question that this person asked was, how do you mentally prepare for your shift? So for those of you who don't know, I currently work full-time as a medical assistant in an urgent care clinic, and I work 8-hour shifts. So I work 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. There are times when I cover the 10-hour shift, which is basically until 6 p.m. We only do the 10 hours. We're only open 10 hours Monday through Thursday. So on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, we're only open from like 8 to 4, but I'm still here until 4:30. But so sometimes urgent care can be very stressful. Like working in urgent care, you never know what is going to walk in on any given basis. Um, you never know if it's going to be like a chill, relaxed day, or if it's going to be something that is super crazy, stressful, like nonstop, go, 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 like one person after another after another. So like for the last 2 weeks, it has been ridiculously crazy. And then this week so far, it hasn't been too bad, knock on wood, because like on Monday is usually our worst day, like our absolute worst day in the urgent care clinic. And for whatever reason, like normally there's over 20 patients. For whatever reason, there was only 11. And of course, it was the day that I had switched to go out to the outlying clinic. And so I was a little bit disappointed because I would have not minded working in the urgent care that day. Like, I don't really mind working in urgent care any day, but mentally there's a process that I have to go through to kind of deal with this. And so I try to make sure that I get enough rest because it can be very frustrating, especially when there are other nurses in the clinic. Or other MAs in the clinic who are just sitting at their desks, not doing anything. And then they're expecting me to be able to room 5 patients that just showed up at the same time, plus do 3 allergy injections, plus do these vaccines or immunizations that somebody just walked in to get. And like, we not only have urgent care visits that people come in for, but there are also people that come in for nurse visits. So like our nurse visits are, like I just said, allergy injections, blood pressure checks, depot shots, which is birth control, antibiotic injections, vaccine administration, suture or stitches removal. There's a whole number of things that people can come in for that they don't necessarily need to see the provider for, but they come in to see the nurse. And if it's crazy busy, I'm sorry, but rooming patients for the provider to see is always the number one priority over a nurse visit, because anybody can do a nurse visit. Any of our medical assistants or LPNs can do a nurse visit. It doesn't have to be just the person who's working in urgent care that day. And it's just very frustrating because mentally, like, I want to scream sometimes in my head. Like yesterday, I was rooming a patient. I had somebody show up for to get vaccines for their child, and like I had an allergy shot that the timer was going off for, and like I have to check them after 20 minutes, and nobody was coming to check on them. And it was very, very frustrating. Like, how hard is it to go and check the injection site on an allergy injection and just tell me what the reaction was, and I will literally chart everything. So mentally, I sit in my car like I'm doing now. Lately, I have been filming YouTube videos in my car just because I feel like it's easier to film videos while I'm thinking about things and as I'm processing things mentally in the morning. And plus it's like a time where I'm uninterrupted, but it's very, very frustrating. And I will tell you, like, I don't know. So I will sit here in my car. Sometimes if I don't feel like filming a video, or if I don't feel like I really have much to say that day, then I will watch TikTok videos, or I will listen to music, or I will just sit here in silence. Kind of just depends on the day, honestly. So, you know, I try to do everything I can to be as prepared as possible. Sorry, there's an ambulance that's backing up. But, yeah, so I try to make sure I get enough rest. I try to make sure that I am taking enough time for myself to focus on my happiness and like eliminating as much stress as possible. I try to make sure that I am eating the correct things. I am currently trying to get set up with a therapist on BetterHelp, just because I don't really have a whole lot of time to be like missing work. And obviously with BetterHelp, I can do like virtual appointments, and you know, I'm just trying to get all of that set up. But mentally, I just try to do things that are going to be calming or relaxing to me. And sometimes it's just very, very frustrating. So yeah, that is kind of how I mentally prepare. I kind of sit in silence or listen to music. Like usually when I am on my way to work, I am blasting the music, singing along if it's a song that I like, or having a little dance party. Like sometimes I listen to Pitbull's Sirius XM station, and I will have a little dance party on my way into work. It all just kind of depends on the mood of the day. And hopefully, like, if I, during the day while I'm on my shift, if I am freaking out, I tend to start doing little laps around the clinic, because we kind of have a whole circle. So I will just kind of walk around to get my mind off of things and kind of work out a little, like physically work out a little bit of stress. Because my anxiety gets the best of me sometimes. Like yesterday, I was about to flip out. Because everybody disappears when it's time for an injection or a TB test or things like that. So I was just very frustrated yesterday, and like I try to use little coping mechanisms that are helpful. So anyways, those are kind of the things that I do to mentally help me either prepare for my shift or get through my shift. So anyways, if you guys have any questions or any other topics you would like to hear me discuss on my channel, let me know. I'd be glad to get something filmed for you. I am about to go inside shortly. It is 7:37 a.m. I'm about to go inside shortly to start getting things ready for the urgent care clinic, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.